Adventurer! You're the one I seek.
The Abbey is just down the path. We're fortunate that my Lord Baron opened a portal. I cannot say. I've never known these mountains to experience earthquakes. Strange. It is strange to return to these mountains. Memories of youth flood my mind. Each one bringing its own sorrow or its own smile.
Oh, joy. We've been here less than 5 minutes and Sahan is already getting maudlin and weepy.
Shut up, Tharn. Don't let him get to your side. Let him roll his
What is
eyes.
this?
Maybe he'll find a brain
The Abbey
back
burns.
there.
Quickly, we must find Kasura.
So much destruction. What could have done this?
I'm afraid I've seen this
manage.
before.
Please,
Keep an eye
help the
skyward,
others.
Titanborn.
Kasura! There!
The Abbey is reduced to rubble. What will we do now?
Sahan. Intruders. Cultists. They attacked the Abbey.
Please.
So many of my students have fallen.
The Abbey is in ruins, Kasura. How could they?
Gigantic beast. Like nothing I've ever seen. Cultists. They're opening rifts to oblivion.
Save your strength, Kasura. We will make them pay. I promise you.
What do you think? Trap?
It's only a trap if you don't know about it. I assume everything is a trap, therefore, it's a challenge.
In the name of Moloch Baal, come forth and destroy his enemies and obey!
This valley was so beautiful.
Hosts of oblivion, come forth and feast.
Titan returns!
Sai Sahan and company at last. My pet has been waiting for you.
Eyes skyward! Here it comes!
How many more of your friends must die, Sai Sahan? Where is the amulet of kings?
Well fought. My injuries are not serious. What are a few more scars to an old warrior? I did not find the Ring of Stendarr's mercy, but now that the king Indeed. Atop the eastern... Follow me. The hidden entrance will not be obvious. Why would a crypt need a secret entrance?
It's a wonder there's an unplundered crypt in all of Skyrim. You Nords could learn a thing or two from the builders of Hammerfell.
Perhaps Hammerfell could also teach Nibene the virtue of good manners. I can feel the presence of my ancestors whenever I come. I, along with some of the most renowned sword singers who ever lived, we both thought it would be well protected in the Valley of Blades. The most gifted young swordsman, I cannot say. Perhaps someone told him of my past. And I shall need a proper weapon. Kasura said that my father's greatsword... Tread lightly. Few living have been permitted to walk among these honored dead. The sword of my father's blade.
The ring is yours. Guard it well. Thank you. But I cannot leave the Valley of Blades. I must bury them.
I knew you would lead me to the ring eventually. Give it to me.
Your presence defiles this place, Marco.
Give me the ring, and I might spare your pathetic lives.
We struck down your Titan, and we'll strike you down soon enough.
The Titan is a prelude of what's to come if you continue to defy me.
Defy you? Your delusions of godhood are laughable, you ignominious corpse herder.
Very well, then. I'll simply take the ring from your corpses.
Blasphemy! How dare you raise the honored dead to fight your battle?
Hide something from the most powerful necromancer in all of Tamriel, you might reconsider hiding it in a bloody tomb.
Rest in peace, honor dead. The ring is ours for the time being. You must return to the harborage and give it to Lord Varen. It will remain safe in his keeping until it is time to travel to Sancretor. Lord Varen has been observing our progress. He will open a portal for you to return.
The damage is great, but if you had not arrived when you did, there would be nothing left to rebuild. Be safe in the coming days, my friends. I look forward to your return.
The Abbey of Blades will rise from these ashes. If I survive the dark path we must walk, I will return to help Asura shape a new generation of blades.
In my mind's eye, I witnessed your battle with the worm cult, and with the undead answer. I witnessed the Titan's assault, and sensed the deaths of many innocents. It is a great and terrible loss. Sahan and the others will need time. Fear not, vestige. Vestige, Meet me at the harborage. We are ready to reclaim the Amulet of Kings. And so we've come full circle. I led the original 5 companions on a quest, perhaps, but I wonder, will history repeat itself or It was a holy city in the First Era, founded by Queen Alessia herself. It is in the mountains of Calovia, the land of my youth.
The time has come for us to enter the catacombs of Sancretor. Do not underestimate the dangers that await us. The ages past. I have been through much, but this body is tougher than the great oaks of Valenwood. I go with neither hope nor... My Lord Varen will open a gateway to Sancretor. The amulet lies in a vault protected by powerful magic, a ward of Stendar, the god of justice and mercy. Also...
Could have hidden that amulet anywhere in Tamriel, and this was your first choice?
It seemed like a good idea at the time.
Brilliant. Why is it that the people with the most ridiculous ideas are always the ones who are most certain of them?
Shut up,
Shut up,
Thorn.
Thorn.
What brings you to Sancretor, old friends? Looking for an amulet, perhaps?
Marco, how did you find this place?
Do you really think I'd allow you to escape the halls of torment if I couldn't track your every move?
Sai, no! Menimarco, stop! You're killing him!
Where is the Amulet of Kings? My master, Moloch Ball, demands it!
Your master, please. You would use the amulet to betray Moloch Ball.
Fool! When I ascended, you could have been at my right hand, Tharn. Instead, you chose to align yourself with mongrels and imbeciles. Now, you'll die with them.
You won't get away with this. Do you really think you can betray a Daedric prince?
With the Amulet of Kings, all things are possible. Nations will tremble and bow before me. I will be a god!
The Amulet of Kings will never be yours. It is protected by a ward of the Divines!
You mean your ward of Stendar, god of merciful forbearance, patron of gutless, law-abiding dimwits? It won't even slow me down.
Menimarco has been watching our every move. We led him right to the... Menimarco may be powerful enough to break through Stendar's ward eventually. If we can get to the shrine, we must make our way to the inner courtyard. From there we can...
Sai, are you well enough to continue?
Have no fear, Snow Lily. I am Redguard. We are like mountain bamboo. Far stronger and more flexible than we might appear. Through that gate lies the Crypt of Heroes. We can enter if you wish, but it is a foul place, where the dead are restless.
Persistent, aren't you? Do you really think you can keep me from acquiring the
The Amulet of Kings is under the protection of Stendar's ward. It will never be yours.
Ah, Sai. You still don't understand, do you? My plan will succeed because of your ward of Stendar. It will prevent Molag Bal from observing or interfering. By the time the ward is down and the amulet is mine, it will already be too late.
You're insane if you think you can betray the god of schemes.
Naive child. You know nothing. Chimel Adabal, the red diamond at the center of the Amulet of Kings, is the most powerful soul gem ever created. With the amulet in my possession, I will absorb Molag Bal's power, reducing him to an empty husk of ethereal flesh. Then I will trap his essence within the gem. Will be forgotten. In time, all of Tamriel will bow down before me. Soon, the god of schemes will have a new name. Manimaka. Friends, I must rest before we continue.
Sai, are you all right? That bastard really hurt you, didn't he? I swear to the gods I'll take his head off.
I'll be fine, Snow Lily. I just need a moment to catch my breath.
Take all the time you need. I'll keep watch. If there's anything I can do, just name it.
An enchanting moment. I'll be over here bringing up my lunch.
Set's tears. I have pushed my body much further than this. It is my mind, that voice. Manamarco's voice. I will make it through this, my friend. I did not endure years. We must consecrate the 2 shrines with Stendar's blessing before the... shrine is on the far side of the room. Quickly, we must find our way across.
I have a surprise for you, Sai. Do you remember your fallen comrades from the Giant Star? I've taken the liberty of raising them, and they're quite anxious to see you.
Again, the worms that files the memory of the undead. I have no wish to disfigure the corpses of my old comrades of the Dragon Guard. We must consecrate the shrine. Stendar, God of mercy, charity, and justice, empower us with your wisdom and vision. Help us to right the wrongs of this world through your grace and with your guidance. Encourage us as we smite the wicked and punish the unjust. Now, we have only to consecrate the second shrine before we can enter the vault.
You certainly did a thorough job hiding the amulet, Sai. Couldn't you have just stuffed it in a mattress or something?
The second shrine is in the chamber beyond. There is a trick to reaching it. A puzzle of sorts. I do not recall its solution. The altar is on the far side, but to reach it, the drawbridge must be lowered. The shrine is on the other side of the chasm. The drawbridge is controlled by those levers. I seem to recall...
Kill them!
Consecrations. We beseech you to lower your wards and grant us safe passage into the Vault of Kings.
Corridors, crumbling walls, nauseating smells. This place has all the charm of a Riften brothel. It must feel very much like home to you, Titan.
You mean a crypt filled with the rotting corpses of inbred kings and failed statesmen? Must be what it's like at a Tharn family reunion.
Efforts will not succeed. The Amulet of Kings will be mine.
By Stendar's grace and the sword of my father, you will not win, Benamarco.
Soon, you will know the extent of my power and bow before me. Through the power of the Amulet of Kings, I will be transformed. All the nations of Tamriel will bow before me. They will worship me and beg for my mercy. All will know the name of Manimarco as their one true god.
You'll never get away with it, Manimarco. We'll fight you to our last breath.
By all means, my old friends. Try and stop me.
The door to the shrines have been consecrated in Stendar's name. Now stand in the casting circle and direct the ring of the doors to lift. Look, the amulet. I can see it from here.
You are nothing. I am Manimarco!
Keep Manimarco occupied. I'll close the portal.
Minions, arise! Obey me!
Hold them at the portal. Focus on Manimarco.
I grow tired of his games.
He's weakening! Don't stop now!
Death can stop the most powerful necromancer Tamriel has ever known. This is merely a transition. My first step towards true immortality. Now witness my true power! Watch as I rise up from the grave and ascend to godhood!
Worm! You think you can betray the Lord of brutality and domination without consequence? You will pay for your arrogance. You will writhe in agony for the rest of eternity. Your tortured screams will echo throughout oblivion to serve as a warning to others.
Everything Manimarco did was designed to pit us against each other. We can't let that happen. Look what we can accomplish when we work together.
How uncharacteristically optimistic of you, Titanfall. I may have that embroidered on a pillow.
The Divines gave you a nose for a reason, Tharn. So you can keep your mouth shut and still keep breathing.
Well played, Titanfall. Well played.
It is done. The amulet of... Manimarco will pay dearly for the rest of eternity. One cannot... Sai Sahan must rest, as must we all. We can sleep a little easier. I've not forgotten Vestige. It is another piece of the puzzle, and we shall address it in due time. But for now, let us rest and recover. As always, I will contact you soon. Walk in the light, Vestige. Companions assemble once more. Travel to the harborage. It is time for our final preparation.
Welcome to Volkogar. The act.
Keep those knees up and breathe.
Fresh flavors.
Welcome back, Vestige. News of Manimarco's demise spreads far and wide. Like word. As ever, straight to the point. You've done the impossible. The King of Worms has been consumed by the wrath of Molog Baal. The power of his worm cult, that is the grim truth of the matter. But the Amulet of Kings is in our possession, and there is still much to do. In my sleep, I hear his tormented screams, and Molog Baal forces visions of his eternal torture into my mind. I can show you exactly what I see, if you wish it. Behold the fate of the King of Worms.
Please, no more! It was a misunderstanding, Great One! Let me serve you! Let me prove my loyalty! No more, I beg of you!
Manimarco's torment will be endless. The god of schemes will use him to set an example. All who follow him will know you cannot hope to betray the greatest of betrayals. I cannot help but pity him, despite all he has done. But this is not why you were called here, Vestige. Come, Saisahar will speak with you first.
The greatest of the Sword Saints, Divad, tells us that destiny's a chain, forged one link at a time. Our chain, it is you, my friend. You are the link. I will not bore you with effusive praise, but state it plainly. When Emperor Varen first brought the 5 companions together, he did so in the 5 companions failed, betrayed from within by one of our own, the Worm King Manimarco. All that came after. We want you to join us as our 5th member. You were the champion we should have had with us back then. Don't look so grave. My lord, with your permission.
You needn't call me that anymore, Saisahar. We are equals now.
All those years ago, when we fought beneath our lord's banner to free the Empire from the Longhouse Emperors, we did so with a dream of freedom and peace in mind. Not just for the Empire, but for all of Tamriel. Together, we forged a fellowship stronger than any blade, only to see it shattered upon the rocks of deceit by one of our own. That fellowship is no more. Yet we 4 have assembled here, united by a single purpose. It is not vengeance that drives us, but truth and loyalty and justice. I, Saisahar, steward of the Abbey of Blades, call for the 5 companions to be reforged this day by the light of Stendarr and the heart of Lorcan. May our blade of fellowship be forged anew, and may the Vestige, our mutual friend and ally, become its tip, that we may thrust it straight into the heart of a Daedric prince.
Saisahar is right. You are the member that we should have had all those years ago.
It is as the scrolls foretold. The soulless one will become the brightest of 5 stars, and they shall guide us to the coming dawn.
Oh, please, you melodramatic sots. Fine, fine. If seeing one of your foolish prophecies come true will help to ensure the safety of the Empire, I'll play along.
We stand united once more. The 5 companions are reforged, and together we will strike down the God of Schemes!
Come here, my friend. I've got a few things I want to say before you go. It's been a long road, hasn't it? My father used to say that if you avoid all of life's abrasions, I've been thinking about our adventures and the hardships we've faced together. We're in the last leg of this journey, aren't we? I don't regret. Where do you see yourself going after all of this is over? I mean, assuming we survive, get your soul back, and stop Molog Baal. Traveling is a humbling experience. You see firsthand what a small place you occupy in the world. Funny thing is, the farther you go, the harder it is to return. But when you do... Me? I don't know. Maybe I'll go back to Skyrim and settle down. Squeeze out a few whelps. Maybe raise sheep or grow cabbages. What? No! Can you imagine it? Lyra's Titan-born shepherd, farmer, housewife? I need to be out in the wind and wild. And if I ever find my life mate, he'll feel the same way. My turn. What's your one regret about all we've been through? You're a hard heart, eh? No regrets, no tears, no doubts. Don't look back unless you're planning to head in that direction. I guess... Oh, lots of things. Friends lost, missed opportunities, failed endeavors. Maybe the best we can hope for is to end up with the right regrets. One last thing. You like mead? I knew I liked you. So, let's toast. To Molag Bal, that ugly skeever. May his privates be infected with brown rot fever. May our course be true and our hearts be brave, as we march into Cold Harbor to spit on his grave. Let's not forget the struggles that got us to this point. We're almost home. We just have a bit further to fight.
Are you all insane? You do realize what we need to do, right? We have to fight a Daedric prince. Amulet or no, this is going to mean more death. Vestige, come here. I'll tell you what they're afraid to mention. Getting all chummy with Titanborn? I enjoy the company of clever, well-informed people. You really should try it. The farmer doesn't thank the cow when it voids itself on the field, but I suppose it is. But that wasn't the reason for this heartwarming reunion. Varen and I have spoken at length since you recovered the amulet. First, the plane meld must be stopped. Even now, forces gather and plan an assault on Oblivion itself. You must... Then, and only then, can you take the fight to Molag Bal himself. To restore protection to Ner. I know more about the Daedra than any man or mer alive. For good or ill, my family has always kept ties with the forces of Oblivion, and this much I know. One cannot kill a Daedric prince. With the amulet in our possession, we may be able to wound him severely, and in the process force him to relinquish. The ritual we performed with the Amulet of Kings caused the soul burst and damaged the veil between worlds. Only if we use it here on Nern. But if we were to travel to Cold Harbor, we might be able to harness its power. Calling upon the power of the amulet in this manner will consume someone's soul, utterly. One cannot channel the power of the gods without pain. More specifically, one of our three companions. I suspect that's why they're so nauseatingly open. Of course it is. The fact of the matter stands, however. One of the five will need to give their life to fuel this attack, when the time comes.
So you said before the Vestige arrived, and I've already thought it over. I'll do it.
Snow Lily, no. You should not need to give your life this way. This is my duty. Penance for my numerous failures. This is my chance to make things right.
The scroll said nothing of this moment, and so I am not bound to their dictates. Vestige, I ask that you let me do this one thing. All that has happened was because of my hubris. I shall be the one.
Sire, you've done enough. This was Manimarco's doing, not yours.
As the one who will fight the Daedric Prince, the Vestige should decide.
I don't see you leaping to volunteer, Tharn. Saving your own backside again?
Hard as it may be, Lyris, don't be an idiot. I'm the only one who knows the ritual, and we don't have time to teach anyone else.
That's enough. It won't be decided here and now. Vestige, come here. I have some final words for you. It appears we have come full circle, Vestige. That millions of others may live, yes. Do not be troubled. Any one of us would gladly. As Tharn has said, there are already plans in motion to infiltrate Cold Harbor. You must be part of it. When the plane meld has been thwarted and the dust has settled, the five companions will gather one last time to face our destinies. The god of schemes must be stopped, Vestige. That is the only thing that matters now.